Hi, everyone, and welcome to the special simulcast of the Neil Haley Show and the Mike Crook Show with our host, Mike Crook. Mike came up with a topic. It's going to be a fun one today, and it's almost tonight. And we're used to doing our morning show, and it's about the worst, health choices we made that we tried and we said no thank you to after a
Well,
certain time.
I
Yeah.
I would characterize as it just didn't work for me.
It didn't
I
work
mean,
for you.
there are some people that it might work for. I mean, I know there's got to be people it work for, or else it wouldn't be on the market or wouldn't have stayed on the market. But just things that didn't work for me. And our listeners may get some value out of it because it may cause them to question a little bit more or do a little more research on what these things are before they jump off into spending money on them. I mean, the things that we're talking about in other respects, like LifeWave's products, Zenzinos, oil-based testing things, hydrating your body. I mean, all of those things there are stuff that you and I have really vetted well. We've got personal experience with them. There's nothing we're going to talk about on this show that we're doing for ourselves that we're just trying to publicize. We're actually doing them and using them and getting the biohacking of availability of what they do for us. But these are things that didn't do. So you want me to start off?
Yeah, you start out because you have more than me. He did much better list than me, but that's because he's a biohacker, and also because I think it's Mike because you have been involved in direct selling for so many years that there's always someone that comes with an idea for you to try. And you're like,
Okay.
I'll do it. Good.
I'm going to talk about something that doesn't cost you any money, and that's extreme fasting or prolonged water fast. And again, I'm talking about for most people. So when you go, I can go a 36-hour fast and see the things that happen just boom for me. But these people who do, 20, 30-day, 40-day fasts, even, a week long fast without any food, I never saw results in doing something that was prolonged or what I called extreme fasting for me. It just never changed anything. I mean, but I could literally go off for a weekend and eat crazy and just, and I know I've gained 5, 10, 20 pounds, whatever it may be. I've just gained pounds
Yeah.
or go on a cruise or whatever, and then come back and do a 36-hour fast and reset my whole body. And I think there's tons of science behind that. I've read lots of studies, and I've gotten the results. If I go longer than 36, really nothing. I'm not getting any benefit more out of that than I got the 36-hour fast. And I could even possibly do a 24-hour fast and do it well. And again, a water fast. Water fast to me is a water or coffee fast. I mean, I'm going to probably drink some coffee throughout the day, but black coffee, and just plain water, no sugar in it, no sweeteners in it, just black coffee or
Hmm.
water, and just do that. And it just resets you. It is just a
Right.
wonderful thing. But those long, crazy fasts never worked for me. I mean, you've done some fasting
Yeah,
here.
I've done fasting. I've done Oman, and I can do it pretty well. The problem, and it's interesting. I'm getting back to almost being able to do an Oman, and that means one meal a day,
Yeah.
and that is an interesting process, especially when you're doing testosterone replacement therapy. I could do Oman without testosterone. It's really interesting. I can lose weight, but it's not the right weight without
Right.
testosterone replacement therapy. Meaning, it's much easier to lose weight. However, you're just losing weight. You're not keeping your muscle. If you're not working out, you don't have the energy. It's worthless. It's there has to be a mix to this. But Oman has worked for me. Certain
Yeah.
intermittent fasting hasn't. And it's interesting. I adding coffee back in has helped me lose
Yeah.
more weight
You
than
were saying
just
that the other day.
without, because I don't know what a coffee does. And decaf. I said, hey, I'm going to quit coffee altogether. And I went on vacation, start drinking coffee again. And I lost more weight on vacation than I did. And there was I'm like, what's happening here? And I ate well, but I lost weight. And I said, getting down to even the better. And I said, I know what it is. It's the caffeine. And you probably could tell me what the caffeine does, Mike. What does the caffeine do to help your metabolism?
Well, it does a bunch of things. We probably have to have another show on
Yeah,
what
we should
caffeine
do
does.
that. We should do that for sure.
We
But
need to do that with it.
yeah, but I figured it out. I'm like, oh, Eureka, I better get back on caffeine. But they really, I'll give you one now. So we're talking extreme fasting. I'm a terrible vegetable person. And to the point I need to, I only have a certain bunch of vegetables. I tried a diet, and I'm not going to name it because I can knock some of them because they're no longer in business. And two of them are no longer network marketing companies. So I will get them on my list, but I'm going to bring it up. It was called a cleanse. And this cleanse was horrible because what they had for us to eat, I almost wanted to like throw myself off a bridge. This is what I ate. I'm like, no,
It just
I'm
sucked, huh?
dying. I'm dying. I'm
Yeah.
like, please. And Vanessa was like, no way. We couldn't do it more than 4 days. It was horrid because the bottom line, what they allowed and what they chose as your dinner, you wanted to just jump off a bridge.
Yeah.
And that was considered the cleanse. And
Well,
you're
that's on my
like,
list
okay,
too. I
it's
mean,
yeah,
detoxes, juice cleanses, toxin flushes,
it didn't
protocols like
work for
that. They
me.
just,
It didn't help me. It made me irritable and it made me want to just go and kill someone. So there you go. That was not the right deal for me.
yeah. So, I mean, and it may work for some people, but those kind of things where you're detoxing, you're doing a juice cleanse, you're doing a toxin flush, all those kind of protocols. And here's my conclusion of why they fail is because your livers and kidneys already handle a detox, and extreme restriction just causes a rebound and some nutrient loss and things that you don't want to have. And that's why you feel like crap on it. It just doesn't. Again, this is for me. If you're listening and you think, oh, I've done that and it succeeded for me, well, great,
Great.
great, wonderful, but it just doesn't work. And for us, me, two guys here, we never got results from those kind of things like that. And, and while we're on diet stuff, I'll throw another thing out there. Over the counter, like fat burner and stimulant stuff like
Oh,
that.
gosh.
Back in the day, this is a long, long time ago, they had phenylpropylamine hydrochloride in these over the counter diet things. Okay. Well, phenylpropylamine hydrochloride is a decongestant, but it had really horrible side effects. The first time I really, really noticed the side effects of somebody else is it was a decongestant you could use on your kids. And my son Timothy was needing a decongestant, and we went to the Walmart and got some, and it was the ingredient was phenylpropylamine hydrochloride, and it's off the market now because it caused him anger. I mean, just instant angry issues and stuff like that. For me, again, no weight loss without, again, calorie restriction, just no weight loss at all, just by using the supplement itself. And really, I don't know that I've ever taken anything from any company that was a pill that was going to cause you to lose weight and lost weight with it without calorie restriction, without doing something that was different in my diet plan. I mean, if I was still eating the same way that was making me gain weight, I didn't get any benefit from the just the pill. Um, so you can get some side effects from that. In fact, on my allergy list at my doctor, phenylpropylamine hydrochloride is there because I don't want to get something that has it in it. Of course, I've been told lately that they don't make it anymore. It's not anywhere to be found. You're not going to find any drugs out there to be. But it really would make me angry, and it made my son angry, and we just realized there. But they were over the counter, and I don't even recall the names of them that had that in it. And there were some companies that were doing diet craze stuff that were network marketing companies, and they had that ingredient into. And again, the FDA, I think, shut those things down, stopped them, made them take those things out, and then their products weren't as good. I mean, it obviously hyped you up some, but for me, it was an angry deal there. But again, any kind of fat burner, any kind of stimulant stack, all those things, thermogenic effects, all that stuff was just never no meaningful fat loss. Um, I'm looking at my notes. And when you contrast that with changing what you're eating, you're doing the 1 meal a day, the OMAD. I'm more of a just fasting whatever length of time I need to fast that day. I find that if I vary my fasting, I'm much better off than just solid things like that. So like I get up and I eat in the morning, 3 or 4 eggs, some bacon, love bacon, or ham with it, some cheese on top of it, um, and eat that for my first meal. I always drink some apple cider vinegar, um, and I don't drink it just plain. You forgive me if you're thinking that I'm just drinking it plain, but I take a glass, I put 4 or 5 cubes of ice in it, put the apple cider vinegar, just 2 capfuls from a typical jar of apple cider vinegar with the mother in it, and I then fill it up with water, and I get a big straw and I just suck it down real quickly because I don't want to keep it in my mouth. It's going to hurt my teeth. It's going to cause me, some irritation in my mouth, but it doesn't bother my stomach, and it gives me the proper acid levels. I've just found for me. I've found a lot of other people that are students of mine who, people who I've worked with who've done apple cider vinegar and got great results with it. It does level out your metabolism, and it does work with you on that stuff. I'm talking about something that works now. I'm supposed to be talking about things that don't work. But for me, that kind of deal there, I might eat something that's more meat oriented for lunch, and then not eat a supper. I know my brother and I are going to go out and have pizza tonight. I'll do an apple cider vinegar before I leave for the pizza, because it has something to do with, again, with the sugars in your body, and I'll be eating bread with the pizza, and that it's always had a great effect for me, and that's cheap. I mean, it costs you hardly anything. What an apple cider vinegar at a store? What, $2, $4, somewhere in that range? It's not much at all. And it's not something you want to drink. You want to just suck it down and get it over with. Not that it's bad tasting. It's just that it's got a lot of acid in it. You don't want that on your teeth.
So that's one you'll do.
Yeah, that's one I'll do. But I mean, I'm sorry, we're supposed to be talking about things we
Yeah,
wouldn't.
that's okay. That's fine. I'm going to go to my next one. This one was the next big thing. I literally contacted an NFL agent. I was on this network deal, and it was a watch. It was supposed to be the superstar watch. And I think this was about 6 years ago. It was before COVID. No, 18, two, so no, 2018. So no, 8 years ago. And this was supposed to be the super watch that would tell your blood pressure. Oh my gosh, they were all talking it up. It's the next big thing. Everyone's going to become rich off it. Everyone, you've known that. You've been there, done it. So I'm wearing this watch. I'm loving it. Oh, my blood pressure's great. I go to the doctors. It's double that, or not double that, but up 20 to 30 more points. So it was reading inaccurately. So it definitely didn't work for me. It was not giving me the correct blood pressure. It was supposed to be the next big thing. Everyone's going to be wearing this. Do you even have watches that can tell your blood pressure now, Mike? Because you've been
Oh,
in
yeah,
this.
yeah, I mean, sure, yeah. There's things that you do. I don't wear anything on my body uh, that's a watch. I mean, if you look at me, I got a ring on, wedding ring, and I don't wear
Yeah.
anything else.
I
And
got the B. I got the B that records everything. And
the reason why
I got my other thing. But go ahead.
Yeah,
Yeah.
the reason why I don't is that there have been some studies that show those electronic devices on your body can interfere with other things that you're needing to do with your body. So I just stay away from them. I mean, why do I need them? I don't really need them. I take my blood pressure in the morning, about 2, 3 hours after I've gotten up, and I take it before I go to bed, just to keep up with things and see where it's at, and it's no big deal. While we're on technology things there, for me, the copper bracelets, grounding mats. No, don't didn't work. Didn't do anything for me. Didn't feel anything. Didn't receive anything. Didn't get any benefit. And I'm not talking about some of the other things that we've talked about on our show. Those work, but and work for me well. But just I'm talking about these the general girthing grounding mats, copper bracelets, things like that. And I know you need copper in your body because copper helps make your copper peptides, but that kind of thing just did not work on the technology side for me. CoolSculpting, another technology, CoolSculpting. So I go to this practitioner that I'm trying to get into her
Right.
office and stuff like that. She lives down here in Florida. I won't mention names, but anyways, a really great practitioner. She does lots of innovative stuff, and she got this uh, CoolSculpting stuff. And I said, okay, I'll try it. How much? And I'm thinking, well, she's going to give me a deal on it because she just got it and she's looking for some patients to get some results on it. And it's supposed to just freeze your fat around your, wherever you have your fat
Yeah.
problems at, and it's supposed to get rid of it. It's supposed to just get it out of your body. Well, I did like $1,600 worth of CoolSculpting. Never did a thing. I mean, the fat stayed there. I never lost an inch. Never went anywhere. Never did anything. Now, my conclusion is that if you're going to do CoolSculpting and you want results, it's going to take many, 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 many applications of it, and going to cost you a small fortune to get it to work. And again, I've had some practitioners tell me, "Oh, no, 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 it works, it works." Again, this is for me. It did not do a thing with $1,600 I spent on CoolSculpting, and it was okay. I mean, it didn't. I didn't have any side effects or problems with it or whatever it was done. It just was very cold, but no benefit. $1,600 I blew for nothing, and I thought, well, this is going to kill this fat. I'm not going to have this problem with my love handles anymore, and a waste of money. So if you're thinking about CoolSculpting, really examine how long and how many visits you really have to do. If you're going to a practitioner who's got that in their office, I would ask this key question. What has been your experience with patients my sex, my age, and how long and how many applications did it take to get results? Because when you hear the number, you're not going to do the first one because it's going to be a lot of money, a lot of stuff there. Let me jump around. Another technology, infrared saunas, red light panels. Yeah, again, they do some things for some people, but I mean, I literally went to a chiropractor at a red light bed, and I sat in it for the maximum time it could do,
Yeah.
many, many times, back to back to back to back to back to back to back. And
Right.
I
Right.
had
Right.
pain going on and never got any results. Of course, now it wasn't costing me a fortune because it was kind of part of the chiropractic treatment there. But I kind of fudged with the people. They said, well, you can stay in there for 5 minutes, and I would go in there and lock the door and just run it till it's a full 25-minute session or something like that. So I was trying to get as most as I could. I just didn't get it. So comparing that to something that does work, and I know we're supposed to be talking about things that don't work,
Yeah.
but you get the LifeWave patches that all of them work and do something physiologically in the body, have been proven with double-blind placebo tests to do that. And they're using photobiomodulation to make it work. They're using your own infrared signals coming from your body to affect a peptide in the body. And it's amazing what they do. And we've got all sorts of, you just go back through our archives of shows on the LifeWave different products and what they do. But, I mean, I'm wearing right now today the Ice Wave patches. You see it on my knee?
Yeah.
Okay. I did something to my knee, and I think I may have
Oh.
slightly torn a meniscus.
Oh no.
I don't feel the pain
Let's see.
because the ice waves
It's unbelievable.
unblock some things, and they're using
Mhm.
again photobiomodulation to do that with. So comparing a lot of these other things, spend a lot less money, find things that work, go back to
Exactly.
archives,
All right.
listen to them because they do really work. Go ahead.
So I'll go to another one. Visalis shakes. I was so pumped up. I recruited celebrities. Everyone was loving me. Oh yeah, let's do this. And anytime I would drink the shake, I go to the bathroom. So no, thank you. It wasn't going for anywhere for me. I'm like, it tasted good. I'll give you that. The Visalis shake tasted good, but you're going to the bathroom right after that. So it was not one of my favorite things of Isal's. The cookies, I like the cookies. The cookies were good. And another thing I liked was the energy thing that they had. That was pretty good. But no. So I would just drink up these grape energy things. I'm younger than, I mean, 15 years ago. It's 14, 15 years ago. Drinking them up, but the cookies, but no. The shakes, absolutely not.
You knew you were having to go to the bathroom right after.
After.
Yeah. So
And
I
it
have
was,
had a friend who did something that is female, and you just tell sex of the person there. So she was really working out and getting herself very fit, very muscular, shorter girl. So she really needed the muscle because, man, if you're short, I yeah, how tall are you? I forget. Six
6'10".
6'10". I'm 6 foot 1.5, and so us tall guys, the TGC club, the tall guys club, we don't have as much problem hiding fat. I mean, so it's
Yeah.
not, if you're short, golly, it's difficult. So she was really trying to get herself done there, and she was using these shakes from one of those workout companies that has now I think they've gone to do it. What
You're
is the
talking Beach Body?
Beachbody, yeah, that's the name.
Beachbody is no longer network marketing. Yes,
Yeah,
but they're still around.
so you can't sell it anyways. But she was selling them, but she was using them, and they were keeping her regular every day. And I said, "What do you mean keeping them regular?" She says, "Well, I drink in the morning, and I have to go to the pot immediately." So another story about that there. Just do
Why? I think it's
protein.
honestly because making those shakes are so difficult, dude. And if you don't have a blender and you don't have a professional person to go make them, you never know what you're doing with them. And then when they go and shake them up and you trust that, oh, yeah, that's really going to be healthy enough for me. And with water, it's like, come on now. And it's processed too. At the end of the day, those shakes are processed. So
Yeah, they
how are
have
we?
ingredients in them that are processed food. Yeah, so you're beating up on these guys out there that are trying to be healthy, but they're including processed food in it. Look at the label, folks. I mean, it just should say protein, right? Whey protein. Maybe
So
some
that
flavor.
so
Yeah,
Beachbody and Visalis were the ones I was gonna add to the mix, and you just said it Beachbody, the same one. I'm like, come on now, no more
yeah.
shakes.
And
And
and there's
shakes,
tons of great workouts Beachbody as a group has, but
oh,
I'm
the
just
Beachbody
commenting.
workouts are amazing. They're
Yeah,
great.
yeah. I mean, don't do the plyometrics because you'll kill yourself. But I'm being
No,
sarcastic.
you want to go do the dance thing.
Yeah, well,
With what's his name?
dancing.
What's his name?
Oh yeah.
He was
He's a
supposed to
character.
potentially one time come on my show, but
Is
yeah, he does the dance thing.
you're
And
talking about the guy
speaking
with
of
the
other
curly hair.
technology, getting a treadmill, worst mistake in the house. Getting any type of equipment, weight equipment in your house, forget it. No, it won't happen. And I don't know why. It ends up being somewhere to hang laundry.
Well, that's just a thing called discipline, and it's just like us getting on and doing a podcast and being disciplined about coming and visiting together and having a conversation about, body hacks, life hacks, things that we can do with our health that are great. It's just it's a discipline that we have to do. We could say, let's put it off for 4 weeks, which we've done sometimes, but it's a discipline. But if you have a gym membership and you're paying for it and you get up and you go to the gym, I mean, you're just
Yeah, you're
gonna
paying
gonna
for a
do it.
podcast. You have to get up and go.
Yeah,
Exactly.
yeah. You got to get ready. You got to fix your hair.
You got to show
I'm
up. Yeah,
laughing because
I
none
don't
of
have
us
any
have
hair to
hair.
fix, but yeah, no, but I think this is the fun thing about it. But this is where you get. I believe anyone that does podcasting, this is going to be. This is why you have to purchase a podcast and have a podcast. Someone produce your podcast. Why? You become a better speaker, and you become a speaker. Then you can speak on stages because the
Yeah,
more times you do it in podcasting, the better you become as a speaker. When someone says, "Grab a mic, talk right now,"
yeah.
and
I mean,
that's the
you're
key
having
thing.
to,
If you
to to do off the cuff conversation, and you and I are both gifted with that. But there's some people who are not. So if you're gonna learn how to talk publicly, you
yeah.
just you
I
gotta.
ended up getting six things, and you had the 10 prepared. I ended up with six, and I'll probably come up with something else.
Wow, wow.
Oh,
We're almost.
unicity, unicity balance, another
Yeah.
one.
Go
No,
ahead and
thank
talk
you.
about that one.
No, unicity. The problem is it's again preparing something. And why do we want to lose weight, but we're not going to gain muscle? Why do we create products that are going to starve us, not get the proper nutrients, but not look at the working out? At least Beachbody would decide on working out. Unicity, it was like, come on now, dude. They don't, and I believe intermittent fasting works tremendously. That's another reason why I dropped more weight again, is because I went back to intermittent fasting. You figure out what works and you keep going and doing it. You change the trajectory at all. You can't do that if it works. And that's where you have to listen to your body. At the end of the day, I think that's the perfect way to end this podcast is if you're not listening to your body, you're missing out.
I have
And
still have some on my list. You mean we're not going to keep on going through them?
we might have to go ahead and nail the last ones. Go.
Okay, real quick. So aggressive supplement mega dosing without testing. You really, if you want to know where you are with your nutrients in your body, go to your doctor, get the testing that he can get done for insurance paying for it, within that concept. He'll put some number down there or why he's having this tested. Just to have him test for those things. And then brain boosting things. I've tried all sorts of different brain boosting supplements and stuff like that. For me, again, none of them have worked. I find that it's better hydration, electrolytes, keeping your sleep good, and making sure your blood sugar is stable. Those are the things that are going to make sure that you have more brain power to have a conversation like we're having right now and think on our feet and things like that. brain boosting supplements. I've probably taken 20 of them and never found a one do a thing for me. And I would go through the whole package. I mean, take it for 90 days and never get any results with it that were differential that I could feel. And again, I'm not knocking you if you're out there listening and you've had results with these things. Great, wonderful. I mean, keep doing it.
But monitor yourself.
Yeah. But for us, these are things that just didn't work. And there's other things. I probably could come up with 20 more. We'll do another program somewhere down the road that we do.
Right. Why don't we talk about 10 things that biohack that we would use?
Yeah. Why don't we do one? But we do them every day, but we could do a back-to-back show where we just do 10 that we use and have that real
exactly
like fire weight. Boom, 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 boom.
All right. So go ahead and check out Mike Crook all over the place. DM him, DM me, Mike Crook Show, all on social media, Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, Mike Crook Show. Check him out. Appreciate it, Mike. Thanks again, man.
Good to see you.
That was a special simulcast of the Neil Haley Show and the Mike Crook Show, guys. Take care.